Have you ever wondered what the best and worst exercise is for each and every muscle in your body? Guess what? You're about to find out. And the first one is biceps. It is incline iso bicep curl. Learned this one from my old pal Lou Ferrigno. Works long head, short head, top to bottom from your elbow up to your biceps. And here's what it looks like. Now, I've got my feet up on a box. My elbows are back and they stay back. My dumbbells are gonna go straight back, not like a traditional bicep curl. This move is awesome. Important to keep those elbows back on every single rep. Now, if you love that one as much as I do, and I know you will, I've got another one that will destroy the biceps just as much. Here we go. Okay, now, before we move on to the next exercise, I want you to know that we're ranking all of these exercises based on 3 factors. Now, the first one is, how risky is it? Are you vulnerable to injury while doing it? Number 2, is it functional? Does it help you with movements and athleticism, going out and playing? That's number 2. Third one is pretty important. What kind of results are you getting from these moves? Is it quick? Is it slow? I'll let you know. Bicep curl, number 2. Supinating iso curls. The idea here is wrist by your side. As you come up, you twist and turn and bring the pinkies in toward the shoulders and you hold it and you squeeze. Nice and tall here. No rocking and rolling, not allowed. All the way up, just like that. Bang, and then down. And then when you get tired, you're like, oh, Tony, I'm done. Then you start to iso one at a time. Big breath, exhale as it comes up. Boom, just like that. And then when you feel like you're done, you're done. Okay, so risk factor. None, all right? If your form is good and you're not flying around and you're doing the iso move, don't have to worry about risk. Number 2, how does it help you with athleticism? You know, your bicep curls are probably not involved with a whole lot of anything, honestly. They're just to make your shirt look good. I think the beach is right over there. And of course, last but not least, functionality results. This move and the first one I showed you, that combination, you will see results pretty dang quick. Hello. I know you're gonna love those last 2. You know why? Because they're effective in 3 different perfect ways. Now, here's what I see at the gym all the time. It makes me throw up in my mouth. And this is what I see and I don't like it. It's all these irky, jerky, half range of motion nightmare curls. It's these, whatever the hell this is supposed to be. Back is moving, bending over. They're not even getting the entire, they're getting like 1/3 of the bicep maybe. And it's gonna cause all kinds of problems. You're gonna tear your bicep, you're gonna hurt your back. There's no athleticism, anything to this. As far as effectiveness, it's a 0. So don't do those anymore. Do what I just showed you and you'll be better off and you'll be gorgeous like me. Biceps done. Next, moving on to chest. This is a dumbbell bench press with a twist. I'll show you what I mean. Standing up nice and tall, little half squat. Getting ready on the thighs. Remember, getting in and out is important. I'm gonna kick these into place. And here's the combo. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Here's my bench press. Now I bring them together all the way down to the center, back up, open, and press. As you can see, there's a combination here. A regular bench press with dumbbells is awesome. It works your entire chest. But when I add a little pyramid press all the way down really tight, I'm working more in the center of my chest. So why not do 2 things at a time instead of 1? Here you go. Nice. Back and forth, nice and deep, range of motions, everything. Knees up, rock and roll, put them down. Okay, all 3 categories. Number 1, risk. Is there any? Well, getting in and out is complicated. You got dumbbells here, it's not a machine. So you have to do everything right to get in and get out so you don't hurt yourself. So there's a little bit of risk, but once you learn how to do it, you got it nailed, you'll be fine. Number 2, athleticism/functionality. It's a compound movement because you're doing 2 things at once. So there is a degree of that. You know, it's not like you're doing push-ups on 4 med balls, but at the same time, because it's a compound movement, there's a certain amount of functionality, athleticism to it. It's gonna help you be a better athlete for sure. Last but not least, results. Because it's a compound movement, that accelerates your results because you're not doing just 1 thing, but you're doing 2, and you're maxing out every time. Again, 8 to 10, 12 reps, and if you start to get stronger, even with that combination, it's time to up your weight. You're welcome. Now, I just showed you how to make the pecs gorgeous, all right? That's the right way to do it. Here's the wrong way, and I'm not gonna show you 1 version. I'm gonna show you 4, and I see these 4 all the time, and they make me gag. And here's the first one. I'm gonna learn how to do push-ups on my knees. All right, and then you're here and you're doing this. Look at my body position. Look where my butt is. It's just not good. It puts too much pressure on parts of your shoulders you don't want. If you can't do regular push-ups, then get on your feet and do short range of motion ones, but I want you to straighten your arms every time. That's the first horrible one I'm not a fan of. The next one is this bit. What's going on with my lower back? What is it? Am I doing yoga? I don't know what this is, but everything has to be straight and strong and engaged. This one that gets a little too sexy for me, okay? I don't know, that's not good either, because that's really more shoulders than chest. The idea here is, if you want, feet together or feet wide or somewhere in between, tilt the pelvis forward, eyes forward. Get your dang noggin all the way down here and straighten your arms to the top. Use all of your muscles, all of them, not some of them. Horrible, stupid, and then this small range of motion thing, I want you to do less reps, go deeper, and get all the way up. That way you work all the muscles, and in time, with practice, you'll knock out tons and tons and tons. 4, I don't like, don't do them. Clean them up, no more ugly. The idea is all the way to the top, as far as you can on the bottom, good form, no tucking of the chin, no eyes to the ceiling, looking straight forward, as low as you can go. There's the floor. There's my arm straight at the top. Big range of motion. That way, you work your entire chest rep after rep after rep. Hello. On the shoulders. Now, shoulder presses are fantastic. I do them all the time, fantastic. But what we're gonna do is something new, something fresh. A corkscrew press, or an Arnold press, or a swimmer's press. Got all kinds of names. Here's what they look like. Grab my dumbbells, get them into place. Watch my wrists facing in toward my shoulders. You can go different depths here too to start. This is a good start place, but you can also go as low as this. Hello. Now, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna corkscrew them, or swimmer press them up and down, just like this. I find this one to be more effective than just a regular press. It's also less dangerous on shoulders. A lot of people, regular shoulder presses, have some issues with pain in their joints. This I don't. Now, here's what's cool too. You can also leave one up and bring it down and drive it up. Now, that little stabilization up there, right, holding it up there, that's really good. That's rehab for your shoulder, while also making them big and strong. You can also leave one down and press them up. So many choices! Oh my gosh! What I like about that exercise too is it works beyond the shoulders and into the upper chest, right up in here. Great move, start doing it. Shoulder move number 2, lateral raises. They're great, I love them. And when you do a lateral raise, you wanna make sure that your arms are parallel to the floor. That ain't it. People do that. This out here, that isn't it. Dropped elbows, don't like that. I want that medial part of the delt to get nailed. But I'm gonna add something. I'm gonna bend at the waist, gonna come back down, and I'm gonna throw the weights forward. That works my posterior delt. So it's another compound move. Do you wanna see it? Do you wanna? Looks like this. So here I am, nice and tall. Right there, bend over slightly, behind the calves, Achilles, and forward. Forearms parallel to the ground, and then you don't wanna do this. That's rhomboid, that's back. We don't wanna work that. So throw the dumbbells forward so you work the back part of the delt when you're forward here. You got the combo, might as well do both instead of just one. Then you work the front, the center, and the back, and most people don't work the back enough. That's why they're hunched. Do you not want to be hunched? Then work the posterior delt by bending over. Such a good move. Why am I holding this bar? Well, I'm gonna show you a terrible, all-time worst military press with a bar behind your head. As you can see, I have no weight on here because I don't want to hurt myself because there's a very high risk with this thing. Let's see if I can even get it in place. Oh my God. Now look what's happening to my neck. Yanking forward. This exercise is no mas, boys and girls. The idea here is you're gonna press up, drop your chin down, try not to crush your spine or hit the back of your head, and press it up just like that. This is just, I don't even want to demo another one. Those are so horrible and so terrible. I've got no weight because I'm trying not to hurt myself. So if you're young and you don't know better, you might be doing this exercise. Stop. I showed you the good ones. Do those. I'm on my bouncy ball, AKA stability ball. Skull crushers, you know what they are. You do them on a bench. Everything's really stable and safe. Yeah, you know, so safe is cute. Here's how you get in and how you get out, and in between, we'll do the exercise. So, weights on thighs. I'm gonna have to roll forward. I'm gonna bring the weights to my shoulders. I'm gonna raise my pelvis. I'm gonna have my head and shoulders on the stability ball, and then I'll do my skull crushers. Looks like this. Good, so my pelvis is up. Now, I'm not gonna hit my face, because I don't wanna do that, but I wanna bring the weights to either side of my head above my ears, right there. Elbows are to the sky, and then drive them up, just like that, and down. Also, I've got isolation with stabilization. Oh, Emancipation Proclamation. We're all the way up again. I'm punching the ceiling, and back down, and back up. Now, to get out of this thing, I bring them down nice and low. I roll back a little bit. I just place them on the floor, and then I use them to get myself up. Boom. And there's back on the ball. Great exercise. Let's talk about the 3 phases. Number 1, there is a risk factor. It takes time and energy to figure out how to get in and how to get out. But once you learn it, you're working all that stabilization while isolating the triceps. So good. Right now, when it comes to athleticism, it takes a certain amount of functionality and athleticism to get in and out. So there is some there, and it's fabulous. Also, effectiveness. Because the elbows are driving toward the ceiling, the rest of your body is not involved except for those stabilizers. It really gets after those triceps. You feel that burn almost right away. Start with light weights first so you can learn how to get in and out. Add weight over time. You'll love this move. Love it. Here's the thing about triceps. It's the majority of your arm anyway. This is kind of glamour, go and show, all right? Triceps are where all the work is done. It's how you get up, it's how you get down. They're really, really important. And too many people skip doing enough triceps to give them that gorgeous look in the back. Now we're into the worst department. Now this exercise I'm about to show you, and I'm only gonna show you 1 or 2 because I don't like to do them anymore, and I used to have people do them, and I apologize to all of you now. They're called bench dips. High risk, nothing athletic here, and almost no results. So I beg of you not to do these anymore. Legs out or on your feet. These are a little less dangerous. These two put too much pressure on your anterior delt, the front of your shoulder. There's so many places where you can get hurt doing this exercise, and people do it all the time. Do the one I showed you and you'll get better results. You'll work on your proprioception, you'll work on your stabilization, and you'll be able to isolate those triceps with those skull crushers on a stability ball. Let's all stop doing this one. Time for our back. Big muscles back there, those lats, latissimus dorsi, and the rhomboids, and all their friends back there. Pull-ups are your number 1 way to work them, and it's not easy for a lot of people. I'm gonna show you not 1, but 5. 4 standard and a bonus move that requires a little learning curve, all right? So here we go. Standard pull-ups first, and I'll walk you through. I'll do like 3 or 4. I like to come all the way down and get this bar past my Adam's apple, way up here and down. Here's just your standard pull-up. As you can see, you can kip too. You can do a little swinging. I don't mind that, right? But I want you to get up, and I want you to get down. Now to work further at the bottom of your lats, wider with the hands. All right, wider is harder, but why not do it anyway? Way up and down. And now we have good old-fashioned chin-ups, because why not work the biceps too? Reverse the grip on both. Here we go, working the biceps. Now on these, I like to bring that bar all the way to my collarbone. Way up there and down. Oh my God, that's so beautiful. You've got your vaulter. You can switch just like this. You do 2 like this, 1, 2, and then switch other side. 3, 4 on that side. 3, 4. Now, what if pull-ups are really, really hard for you? Well, with the help of our editor, I brought this rubber band down underneath one of my feet. Just one. That's important, and I'll show you why. And then typically, if you're having troubles with pull-ups of any kind, get yourself one of these bands. Super simple. You might need a partner to help you get in, and I'm gonna show you what it does. It can take anywhere from 5, 10, 15, 20, 35, 40 pounds off your body, so you can get up there and get down and get up there and get down. Now, I don't know if you can see my feet, but my legs are straight, and I'm using the other foot to keep the band in place. Up and down. And then to get out of this thing, you go up, you use the other foot, ba-ba-boom, and away it goes. That's how you learn. Get a band, and after you get up about 10, 12 with the band, get a thinner band, and then a thinner band, and then no bands at all. Okay, now we're in the worst back move category, and I have a confession to make. I have had this move in some of my programs, and a lot of people have been doing it. I don't do it anymore because you are vulnerable here. There are so many other choices. I just showed you 4 when it comes to your pull-ups. It is a bent over back fly. So I grab my dumbbells. You have to put one foot in front of the other. Now you can do this. It's okay. It's not the best. It's not the worst, but I don't recommend them. All right, so you don't want to work your shoulders here. You want to go back with your elbows. I got that weight below my knee, and I'm here. And I'm here. I don't want to show you anymore. I don't really do them anymore. It just is what it is. Lightweight, high reps, flat back, minimal kipping. You can add it to your repertoire. I would stay away. There's so many other moves that are so much better. By the way, some risk. As far as athleticism, I don't know if you're rehearsing to be a pterodactyl. I don't know. If that's your thing. And as far as effectiveness, it just isolates a couple of muscles on either side of your spine. It's just not the best thing. Work your entire lats. There's so many better ways, including those pull-ups I just showed you. Last but not least, it is legs. All right, so legs. You got quads, hamstrings, IT bands, biggest muscles in your body. Now, here's a little secret. I do not use weights for my legs. I want to show you something. Time to zoom in. These are my quads and my legs for skiing and running and jumping and sprinting, and I don't use a single weight. And I'm gonna show you my favorite move to make your legs as big and as strong and as cut and as striated and as vascular as these. They are called jack squats. Get your mind right. You're gonna go super deep. Chest is up, toes are out, fingers are on the floor. I'm gonna deep squat, very engaged here. And then I'm gonna jump in a chair. Wham. Now here's another deep squat, and then down. That combination is 1 rep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and on and on and on, and when you're done, it's a compound movement. I love 2 things wrapped in one. So let's talk about the 3 categories. Risk. With good form, chest is up, soft landings, almost none. Athleticism. Have you seen my legs? Do you know what I can do on a pair of skis? Do you know how fast I can run at 67? Yeah, very functional, very athletic. And as far as building and seeing results, do I have to unzip my pants again to show you a 3rd time? I think you can see the results. And when you've got no risk, high athleticism, and great results, you want to get up off the ground, you want to get as high as you can, and you want to go as low as you can. That range of motion and that plyometrics, you can do all kinds of movements. Good old-fashioned jumping jack is plyometric. That's how you work your legs. And last but not least, here's a leg move that you might be doing. I don't want you to do no more because it's horrible. All right, what's our worst leg move? Now, I can think of a lot of them, and people do them. And this one can be great, but it's also bad if you have knee issues. I'm 67 and I have some knee issues, so I have to be careful here. It's called a curtsy lunge. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna place that knee on the ground. Now, if my knee's too far forward, that can be problematic. If my knee's too far in, that's a problem. If they're too far that way, so this whole knee location when doing the lunge is important, right? You can stay low and do the other leg, or you can come all the way up depending on whatever you want. And so it's all the way down. Now you gotta keep that knee from going out here, all right? Or from going too far forward and up, and a little squat maybe in between. What I do like about this move, even though it's bad for some of you, it's quad and glutes, all right? I'm dropping my back knee because I'm doing it safely for me. Sometimes I wouldn't do that and I would just keep that knee. Now there's more pressure. Pressure's off. So maybe, so it's not the worst thing in the world, you just put that knee down, come back up. So it really depends on who you are. If you're young, you're lean, and you're athletic, and you have no knee problems, fine. But if you're ever in bloody old England, it's good for this. Well, that's it for today. New videos coming soon. Get to work.